Howdy, you right edition. I got stuff for you here today, and here comes some of it of President Trump. If he was to find a cure for all this virus stuff that's going on, I got to tell you, the left would hate him for it, because they would say, look what you've done. You put all these doctors and nurses now out of work. How dare you? These same liberals, I think if they ever saw Jesus walking on water, they would say, they would ridicule him, and they would say, look at that dumbhead. He can't swim. I mean, these guys, they find something bad about everything, and they just been themselves far too long. They gotta get over it. Hey, in Canada, you know what, despite previous outbreaks, it is very clear from the response of this government that they never ever considered that they would have this epidemic, pandemic situation going on, and they don't know what to do about it. They're way over their heads. And I would suspect that there's been no planning, virtually no planning at all for this. They've been too focused on climate change and all the fluff, the things that don't need to be done. They hate Canadians, they hate people in Alberta, they hate white people, they hate people who are straight. All they talk about is homosexuals and genders and parades. That's been it for the last 5 years, and they're trying to kill the oil business and blah, 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 blah. During that time period, hospitals, people are out in the hallways, in beds. I mean, the hallways are a shambles, and the roads are a shambles, the infrastructure is a shambles. And these guys, I mean, Health Canada, I mean, wow, there's nobody there smart enough to do much. I mean, the government in Canada, they're about as solid or steady as a soup sandwich. I gotta tell you, bad stuff. The worst management in history. In any country in the bloody world, that would be Canada. I mean, a lot of people say this and that. I get it about different countries, but you know what? This is not good. Canada right now is in Chapter 11. So many other countries are as well. I understand that. But you know what? Preparation, a lot of them weren't ready. But at least, Canada, they've been globalized and doing all these things and stupid. Like many countries, Finland has closed its borders. And when I saw this, I had to think that, hey, now no one can cross the finish line. Liberals, more about them. You got the mayor, Bill, blah, 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 in New York City. And he says all gyms are now closed in New York City, but not to him. He gets to go. He says he's allowed to stay healthy so he can make decisions for the people of the city. That's what he said. Okay, then Mike Bloomberg, he kind of said something similar. He said nobody can have a gun to protect themselves except me because I work hard and people have threatened me. So I get to be protected, but you don't because you're just a dumb little earthling type. Nancy Pelosi, she said, hey, I don't want a wall across our border, but I live in a walled compound. These people, they just kind of keep on being themselves. You know what? I think today we need to salute somebody. And the salute from now on, in my world at least, that's equivalent to a handshake, just so you all know. But we need to give a double salute to these guys. You know, the nation, I'm talking the United States of America. I think Canada's included in these numbers because of the crossover, but there's 3.5 million professional truck drivers. Okay, and they're working flat out right now to keep stores and businesses stocked. Consumers are worried about being at home and not being able to shop, and hoarders are happening and all of these things. And these truckers, they have to touch things, okay? Their shipments, they require touching, and they could be contaminated, and yet they're still being, strong truck driving men. And here's one fella that we spoke to the other day, and he says, I haven't stopped once since it's all started. The people are going to eat, the trucks just gotta keep moving. And they need medical supplies, the trucks are gonna move. If we stop, the world stops. And there's a lot of truth to that. So those guys, the truck drivers, they get the salute. Y'all come back. See ya.